Continuing with the draft analysis series that I've been doing, we're moving on to a guy that a lot of people have going in the first round and is definitely a top 3 tight end in this draft. His name is Dalton Kincaid. Some notable stats about this guy. So he finished off 2022 with 70 receptions, 890 yards, 8 touchdowns, and an average of 12.7 yards per reception. Moving on to the pros and cons list, as you can see, there are a lot of pros as opposed to cons, and I'll also show some film while going through the list as well. Starting off with the pros, he's got solid frame and size, great at tracking the ball. I will say he needs a little bit of work whenever he's going across the field. He struggles with getting his head around fast enough, but that's something that can definitely be improved at the pro level. Great hands catch radius, great burst off the line, good agility, great for yards after catch as well. And I actually have some film to show you for this as well. Perfect example. Look at his great burst off the line, runs a great route, and because he has such great catch radius, he's able to make that catch. A lot of people know Dalton Kincaid for his versatility and how he plays like a wide receiver, but he also lined up mostly in the slot position throughout 2022. Most of the snaps that he played were in the slot position, not on the line like a lot of tight ends would. And with that much experience playing in the slot, that can only benefit him when it comes to the NFL. Moving on, he has solid vision in the open field. And when I say that, I mean after the catch, he really knows how to maneuver himself in the open field, get as many yards as possible. He's great at that. Fluid route runner, great balance and body control, and tough runner. And actually, I'll show you a clip about how great of balance and body control he has. Look at his body control and his catch radius. Sensational. Moving on to the cons, a very short list, but nonetheless, I do have some concerns. Starting off with the cons, needs improvement blocking, and that's really pass and run. I think the fact that he lined up in the slot most of his snaps in 2022 was one of the reasons why his blocking deteriorated so much. He wasn't a crazy good blocker in the first place, but lining up in slot for most of your snaps couldn't help either. So I'd like to see him improve with blocking. I think it's a cause of concern for coaches. I just don't think it will also affect his draft stock, though. I think his draft stock will stay the same, even though blocking is definitely a cause of concern for this guy. Doesn't line up as tight end often. Again, like to see him play more on the line. Needs work playing tight end, not wide receiver. Again, lined up on the slot a lot, so I didn't really get to see him play like that true tight end role. But again, those are just causes of concern. So where do I have him going? I see him going round 1. If not round 1, definitely round 2. And I think he would be a great fit for the Bucs. The Cade Otton situation is definitely more of an experiment as of right now. And the tight end position really hasn't recovered since Rob Gronkowski retired. So I think he'd be a great fit for the Bucs.